Hello, I'm Elaine Stevens, and I want to welcome you to Art Beat. And welcome back to Art Beat. My guest today is Arlene Gomes. What a talented lady this is. Boy, you're all over the place here on the coast, and it's all about the spirit of music, isn't it?
Well, definitely orchestra, yes.
Yes, and tell them what you do exactly here at the Mary C.
I'm the Youth Symphony Director here, and we have students ages 9 to 18 all involved.
Wow.
Orchestral instruments, violin, viola, cellos, basses, clarinets, flutes, saxophone, percussion.
So back up a little bit here. How did Arlene get to be a youth symphony director? Are you musical? Obviously you are.
I have a college degree, a Bachelor of Science in both vocal and instrumental music, and I'm certified to teach all ages K through 12.
So what about your patience level with these students? Because I know you're beginning from somewhat of a ground zero with some of them, right?
Right, yes. I also teach privately in my studio at home.
And you say you're a vocalist.
Yes, I have a vocal degree also.
Oh goodness, maybe we'll get a little note out of her or two. What do you think? Maybe between segments, huh?
I sing at church.
Oh, do you? I bet you. Oh, I have heard you sing before. Oh, wow. I've heard you sing here in live. I think some of the performances.
You have to sing their parts for them a lot.
Yes. You know, what is the hardest thing for you in teaching the youth about this kind of music?
Well, we actually do a little bit of all kinds of music. We try to do classical, of course, but we also do, I'd say, themes from Broadway shows,
right.
Broadway musicals. We do actually some original compositions as well from composers of today. And in fact, one of the pieces that we're going to be doing for our spring concert is by Robert W. Smith, and he is a very talented writer of today. It's called The Second Storm, and he actually wrote it right after Ivan. And he was commissioned to write the work for a high school in Florida.
Wow, the Hurricane Ivan that we're all familiar with.
Yeah, and that's why he called it the second storm. It was the one that apparently, had the second impact on his life. He lives in Navarre and writes compositions in Navarre.
How exciting! A near local composer.
Yeah,
quite
so we do works, that were written, in 2004, 2007. We also do folk music from all different cultures.
I bet the kids love that.
Yeah, and that's what our concert's going to be about in May.
Okay, so when is the concert? When is it?
May 18th, Monday night,
18th.
6 o'clock p.m. Here at the Mary C. in the Performing Arts Theater.
And of course you can get tickets right here at the Mary C.
Actually, it's free to the public. Donations and scholarships are accepted.
Wonderful.
Available.
A free concert, but we will take donations at the Mary C. anytime you want to do that. So tell me some of the things that happen when you're teaching the youth. I mean, it's got to be an exciting kind of occurrence for you. I bet it's extremely rewarding.
It really is. And just watching them go from point A to point B, not doing as well as you would think the rehearsal was going to go, but each rehearsal gets better and better, and finally you get to polish it up and have them perform, and most of the public, of course, hears the polished end of it. But,
May 18th is going to be a real treat for everyone here. Now, I understand that you have rehearsals on a weekly basis.
Yes, we do. They're Monday nights, and they start at 5:30, and we end about 6:30 every Monday night. And anyone is eligible to come and just actually sit in or listen to see if it'd be something that they would like to become a member of.
So how does that parent of that talented child out there, a violinist or a clarinetist right now that's rehearsing at home all alone, come down here and become a part of it? What is the process exactly?
All they need to do is just call the Mary C. here at 818-2878 and leave their name and number and the name of the child, how long they've been playing. Usually we like to take students that have been playing for at least 2 years and have them, come and listen and sit in and see if it's something that they'd like to do. Usually, there's no audition involved, as long unless I feel that I need to hear them play by themselves a little bit, just to see like where they're really at, if this is a level that they can handle.
Now, do we have several levels, or is there just one sweeping youth symphony right now?
There's just one. And we play different levels of music. We play some real easy grade level 2, 3. We have played grade 4 and 5. But mainly we try to keep it easy, and we want it to be fun, and so that they enjoy, what they're doing, and learning to play in an ensemble and under a conductor. These are typically students, string students in particular. They just have private lessons, and this gave them an outlet and an opportunity to perform in an ensemble.
Well, we're going to take a listen right now to the Youth Symphony in rehearsal with Arlene Gomes directing. Shall we take a listen?
Great, thank you.
1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Just something to make sure right there.
I can't believe what I just heard. Wow. How many rehearsals have they had?
Oh, about probably 6 or 7 at this time, because we only meet once a week.
Unbelievable. You are truly a miracle worker.
Oh, they're just really talented too, and I just mold it most of the time.
Well, you inspired them, obviously. Obviously, we are going to meet 2 of your students here today. We brought them here especially for this show. And we're going to meet Katie and David in just a moment, right after this. And welcome back to Art Beat. Our guest today is Arlene Gomes. She is a musical director of many students, as I've learned here on the coast. We're going to be meeting a couple of the students right now. In fact, I'm going to introduce you to Katie Thomas. And Katie, my first question to you would be, wow, how long have you been playing music?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. And I see that you're playing, that is a clarinet, correct? How did you select that as your instrument of choice?
Well, we were in New York and we were thinking what one I should play, and then my brother's guitar instructor, because he also teaches clarinet, he suggested that I play clarinet first, and if I wanted to move to other woodwinds, it would be easier.
How easy has it been for you to pick that up?
Well, it's been pretty hard, but I've been getting the hang of it.
Well, I hear from your teacher here, Arlene tells me you take private lessons too. Is that right, Arlene?
Yes, she does.
She does take private lessons, and then you come into rehearsals once a week. Do you get a little saturated with all this, or how do you feel about it?
Well, I have to practice a lot, but I have time for other things, so I'm still...
Well, you sound like you have a very interesting life. You just came from New York. You're homeschooled. How is that in regards to your music and in regards to your social life? How does that feel?
Well, it's better to practice. I get more time to practice since I'm homeschooled. I move around a lot because we're in the military, so I have to go and switch instructors. I'd have to say it's pretty difficult, but it's easy to get used to.
Well, it sounds like you've adjusted very well.
Yes.
Yes, and that you're a very mature young lady. And I'm going to look for your record albums in a few years, okay? So keep me in mind as the person that interviewed you when you were 12. Will you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, David, great to meet you. So happy to have you here. How do you feel about playing for us some music today? What do you think? Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. How long have you been studying music?
3 years.
3 years, just like Katie. Okay. Now, and how did you pick the viola? I called it a violin earlier, but tell me the difference first in what a violin and a viola are.
The viola is a lot bigger
Uh-huh.
and louder.
And it's louder. Okay, well, we're going to hear that in a little bit. Now, how did you select the viola over the violin? What made you choose it?
There are so many violins, I just wanted to choose viola because they're 1 in a million.
Can you tell the difference in the sound when you hear it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, and so you've been studying for 3 years. Is there anything else you want to do with your music as you get older? What do you think?
Yes, I do.
What do you want to do?
Play other stuff like the violin.
Well, how does it feel to be part of this youth symphony?
I'm glad Miss Gomes is conducting me.
And you're another student, right, Arlene, that takes private classes, as I understand it. And so you're practicing several times during the week.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to hear about you playing, and we're going to listen to a piece that Miss Arlene is going to conduct for us right now.
Yes.
And now, as requested and as promised, we're going to be listening to Saliendo, a piece performed by the Youth Symphony here at the Mary C., one of the many pieces they'll be doing just for you on May the 18th. That was Katie Thomas, David Knowles, and Arlene Gomes, and we're so proud to have had them on the show. More Art Beat right after this. You are watching Art Beat, and shh, quiet, we are watching a master at work. My dear sweet friend Ellen, give me a hug. How are you? We've known each other for a few years.
Yes.
This wonderful
Yes.
lady has quite a story and quite a history. From Broadway costume design to Ocean Springs, and we are so honored to have her. She is giving birth right here to one of her new dolls, right?
That's right, and that's exactly what I call it, giving birth. You know, when I have trouble with one, you know, I say to my sister, she's stuck in the birth canal.
We all know how that feels.
Yes, yes, yes.
And this one is lovely, one of my favorite colors, purple and gold.
Oh, yeah, one of mine too. I love her. Her name is Larkspur.
Oh, Larkspur.
Yeah.
So where do these names come from, Ellen?
Well, this particular one, my friend Carol Marie Stewart, the president of the Ocean Springs Art Association, we were here just talking about what her name should be, and she's going to be in the Herb Fest, and I said I wanted to have a flower, and so we just hit upon that name. So now I'm in the process of, I have clothes ready for her already, and now I'm tearing these brown bags. You know, I do a lot of recycling. So I tear pieces, paint them, and I'm going to make flowers for her and, you know, place them around her head like that. You know, it just...
oh, she looks like Billie Holiday
I
right there.
doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Yes. Yes. So, you know, so with
she's beautiful.
So all of this just
Lovely.
starts to take place, and I just love this, you know, and just a few minutes ago, I had a piece of paper. This probably won't sound good on camera, but I'll do it quickly.
Oh, no, it's
You
crunchy.
see?
Yes. Sort of like what Frank Gehry does with buildings, you do with dolls. Well, what were you saying about the Mary C. and why it is such a pleasure to work here?
Because this is such a well-lit room. The light is excellent.
It's great for artists, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness. You know, it just... This north light here, this room, and it's so cheery, and it's just a wonderful place to be.
It's a wonderful place for Larkspur to be born.
It is. This is her birthplace.
It's her birthday.
Yes.
Well, Ellen, a little bit about the Art Association here. It's so active. I know that you were a former president, and you continue to remain completely active coast-wide, not just here in Ocean Springs, but in Biloxi and elsewhere.
Yes. The Art Association, we're so proud of the Art Association because it started out, I'm thinking, in the late 70s, and it was a small membership, you know, but a group of, I mean, giving them props, giving them a lot because they were energetic and they were committed to the idea, but it was about 30 of them. And now we're over 300.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. Yeah. 300, and even with Katrina having hit and the hit that the artist took, it's still...
It was bumpy at first, but we hung in there.
And it's so worth it.
And we're starting to thrive, and we're here, and this partnership is just excellent because the camera can't see it, but the room is set up because there's going to be a workshop here this weekend. I understand.
The visual arts room.
Yes, and it's just a buzz, and it's a nice thing to feel that energy, you know, because it just is. It's nice to be involved with energy.
Let me tell you about energy, folks. When you're sitting next to this woman, there is no way you cannot feel love and passion and creativity. I think I'm going to start my novel here.
Yeah,
is that okay with you?
That's okay.
Because this is, I swear to you, that being around Ellen Lee really gives people such a brightness in their souls.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
It's true. You have worked so hard on the chocolate ball in the past years.
Yes.
Very successfully, which we will have again.
Very fun, yes. And it's coming up soon. As a matter of fact, I have to clean up and go to a chocolate ball meeting.
Well, you and me both, Ellen. So we're going to take a little break right here, and we'll be right back and looking at some more dolls by Ellen Lee.
Okay.
Well, you have just been formally introduced to Laugh a Lot and Joy, two more of Ellen Lee's beautiful creations, her children, really.
Yes.
And really the children of Ocean Springs and all along the coast. People love these dolls. These are absolutely amazing.
Thoughts. And they're thoughts.
Thoughts.
Yes, it's the thought to, this one's when you look at them and you're feeling kind of blue, you laugh a lot. We don't laugh enough.
No, we don't, especially nowadays.
That's right.
With all that's going on.
I will often read things about how much children laugh as opposed to the adults and how it's such a good thing for us. And so
it helps you lose weight.
People.
Did you know that? It helps you lose weight. So if everybody did that, we'd be laughing a lot. You and me both. Well, I tell you, Ellen, it's so evident to me that your costume design skills and artistry right here in these dolls. The colors are so vivid and they're so magnificent. How do you select the fabrics?
Some of these, like on this one, Joy, I've been doing, well, since the storm, I've been doing a lot more recycling things. I was pretty committed to the idea before, but now, like she's made, all this body is brown paper, and I have many coats. Well, it's fused to a fabric in the back. And then the brown paper is painted with many, many colors. You can see them there.
I see that.
Then I make this fabric from scraps of fabric. I just sit at my machine. I just pieces on there. So I have yards of this kind of fabric made up. And so when I start making them, they kind of tell me, get this piece of fabric. I want to wear this. I want to wear that.
They talk to you.
I want to look.
Yeah, they actually talk to you. And she's a Southern girl. She's wearing a seashell. That's right.
Yeah, she's wearing a seashell. Both of these ladies are wearing seashells.
Seashells. They're little Southern girls.
They're like this one here. You know, Miss Laugh a Lot. You know, she has shells, and they all have hearts.
I noticed that. Now tell me, is that because they're both in love?
Well, with life, yes.
With life, absolutely.
But that is one of my trademarks. I always have at least one heart on everything.
Wow, it's amazing. This work, you have to see. Where can people see the dolls?
At the Art House here in Ocean Springs.
Here in Ocean Springs, right.
And then Rue Magnolia Pottery in Biloxi. It's near Mary Mahoney's, just right up that little hill there.
Near the Rue Marché area?
Yes, in Rue Marché. And at Negrato's Gallery.
In Biloxi, near the Edgewater Mall.
That's right, yeah.
So Ellen is extremely prolific, and We are so thrilled to have her. Now, I know that next week we're going to be talking to some more artists right here on Artbeat, and you're sort of helping me be my field producer for the show, you know. You're getting some artists lined up for me, and I'm just thrilled that, that we're partnering on this.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Artbeat is a...
So am I. So are we.
So are we.
So are we.
Well, as we have discovered, ladies and gentlemen, Artbeat has become a very contagious thing here in Ocean Springs, and you'll be seeing more of us right here in Ocean Springs next week with additional artists. So if you have any ideas about who you would like to see on Artbeat, please email us at wkfk.com. That's the website, and there's a link to the email there, and you will be able to let me know who you would like to see appear right here on Artbeat. Until next time, goodbye from Ocean Springs, the Mary C, and this precious joy laugh-a-lot lady right here, Ellen Lee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, for sure.